Shaykh Ahmad al-Maghili, who was actually became annoyed that this is even a subject. He thinks it's an absurd even to discuss this. Okay, but nonetheless, he sent me a nice voice message. Okay, and he was very considerate and kind to answer back. And he gives a total different perspective in addition to all this, with has confirmation from Ibn Battal. He says in the hadith that Allah Ta'ala has remained silent about matters out of mercy for you. So do not pry into them. He says this matter is not one of those things. Rather, Allah has spoken about it. In other words, the Sharia has spoken about it. Allah and His Messenger spoke about it. He says there's clear guidance in the hadith of Asma, if a woman reaches the age of maturity, okay, لا يصلح, it is not good for anything of her body to be seen except for this and this. What he's going to point to is that if the Prophet said it's not good for her not to be seen, therefore there is a reason for her face to be seen. Is a total different evidence that he added to this. And he said that the face and the hands are not awra. They may show them. There's no disagreement on that. He confirms that this is how the women of the companions used to live in the majority, right? If not the vast majority. Okay, they didn't cover their face from men. He says it is takalluf and tanattu'. For a woman to cover her face for no reason is takalluf and tanattu', and makruh and madhmum. Discouraged by Sharia and blameworthy. Why is that? He says because it is a cause of suspicion and doubt. Anyone who wants to commit a crime covers their face, whether they're man or woman. They conceal their identity by covering their face. Identities are known by the face. Okay? If they cover, one will not know who's a male and who's a female. A male can then go in the women's section. If whole society is wearing niqab, any man can go in the women's section, right? It's a harm to women. Any person can dress in niqab and steal. No one will know who's who, right? There'll be, even if there are witnesses, no one will know what you're, so this is a riba. Ibn Battal has a quote that he says, anything that is a riba becomes makruh. Okay. So he says for these are reasons because it causes doubt, it's suspicion, it's concealment of who is a man and who is a woman. Hence, it is blameworthy rationally and textually. Okay.